if your CA is good, तुम्हारा CA बहुत बढ़िया है, he can save you a lot of money. When in India, you can get something like this, but for the equivalent experience, years of experience and the skills, you will not get an equivalent remote package. So let's say someone is making 100K US dollars working remotely from a country like India. Have you seen this trend lately where people are getting financially independent in their mid 30s and even early 30s? How are they getting rich from their 9 to 5 jobs? Hi, I'm Naman, and I work as a remote software engineer with WordPress. And in this channel, we talk about financial independence and creating life on your own terms. Let's get started with today's topic of how people are getting rich from their 9 to 5 jobs. It's not a big secret. I will just give it to you right now. It's US connection. But let's explore in depth what do I mean by that. So it's as simple as people going for studies in abroad, and once they get their employment visa, they get a job. Some get internal transfers to companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft. Once they go there, they make a lot of money. People who come back, I've often seen that they become financially independent because the money they make there in the US is a lot. The amount you get paid in India, it's almost like in US, you like 4 to 5 or even 10 times in some cases. Somebody has a corpus of 10 crores. It's not that difficult to make that in US, right? And if you worked for there for 10 years and you came back, you can be financially independent. You can do anything with that money. So there's one more option called remote job, where you work with a company in the US remotely and you get a US equivalent salary. I mean, you can never save dollars because the Indian government doesn't allow it. You cannot put dollars in the bank. But whenever the salary hits in your bank account, it's a US equivalent base salaries. This trend was there before the pandemic, but after the pandemic, it just got accelerated. So let me walk you through an example what I'm talking about. So let's say someone is making 100K US dollars working remotely from a country like India. This will, in today's currency, it will convert to around 85 lakhs per year, right? And now the best part about working remotely is in majority of the cases, you work as a contractor or as a consultant. That means essentially you are operating as a business. So when you operate as a business, there are a lot of advantages in terms of tax savings. You can deduct a lot of like expenses, depreciations, operational cost from your taxes. So effectively, if you are working remotely, you if your CA is good, तुम्हारा CA बहुत बढ़िया है, he can save you a lot of money. You can get your taxes lowered up to from 30 to even 35% to, because there's a cess after 50 lakhs. So the tax even go even higher up to 35%. So you can bring your tax down to 20 to 25%, depends on your conditions and expenses and everything else. Let's take an ideal example of 20%. So 85, let's say you will save 80%. So it's around 63 point something, right? So this roughly comes around to 64 lakhs. So now let's take even your monthly expenses. Let's say I will take the very lenient number of 2 lakhs per month. It's 24. 64 minus 24 is around 40 lakhs. So you are saving about 40 lakhs. So here's something I want to clarify. When in India, you can get something like this, but for the equivalent experience, years of experience and the skills, you will not get an equivalent remote package while working with the Indian company versus the remote job. But the thing with the remote job is like the path is not very clear cut. Like, how do you get it? There's a lot of confusion. It's a combination of luck and skills and hard work. I think it's just like anything else in life, right? I mean, I'm an example. Like, I did land a remote job. It was clearly a matter for me. It was a matter of luck, hard work, and the past experience I had. I think if I can get it, so I'm just like you, a normal person. You can also get it. If you want to accelerate your savings and get an early financial independence, you need to have that US connection. When I say US connection, is either you work remotely, get pays in US equivalent, or you go outside, make a load of money, come back, or don't come back, stay there, right? That's the thing, because it's the reality, it's the truth. I see in a lot of went wealth videos that people are complaining about people who have went to US and or made money in dollars. It's like, why? Like, it is the reality. It's called currency arbitrage. You earn in a stronger currency and you spend in a lower cost country like India, Vietnam, Bali, Indonesia, right? So it's the fact of life. You can follow a similar path. I can create a detailed video about how did I get a remote job and how some of my friends got it. I can also create a detailed video about how some of my friends went to US from Amazon. Like if one of my friends went to Amazon and then got an internal transfer, one of my friends I know who went to studies and then he got a job in the US. So if you let me know, like, what would you like to hear next? And I believe it's an important time right now to prioritize financial independence. I have created a video here, so you can check it out. And yeah, these are two options I wanted to share with you today. And if you have any more questions, I've kept this video very lightweight for a reason, because the extended video of how do you get a remote job will be a very lengthy video. So let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.